Alrighty, no outro, no intro, no nothing. This is the 300 subscriber special. This is what if Deku was ultimately blank. Basically, I'm gonna put what if Deku was ultimately then nothing, because I'm gonna change the title in 24 hours, but still. We start this off in Deku's dreams. He's having this nightmare, flashing back and forth, flashing from Izuku being held by chains, and being pulled to some type of vehicle, to seeing someone with a gun shooting him off a cliff, then flashing again, seeing him in a prison, flashing again, seeing him being slapped by Uraraka, flashing again, over and over again. These dreams, they just come back over and over and over and over again. It's a nightmare. It's something he can't bear. It happens every 5 seconds, again and 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 again, until he wakes up. He's next to Uraraka, but for some reason he can't remember that one dream. He can't remember that nightmare he just had. He gets up and goes to the bathroom. He thinks to himself, ever since that one USJ attack, all those Nomos, 3 Nomos there, that was a massacre. I'm amazed All Might's even still alive. He grabs some water, puts it on his face, and just washes his face. He's sweating like crazy. He's like, tomorrow is the day that I proposed to Uraraka. Now let's go. Next day rolls around. But before we go, we need to look at something that happened that night when he woke up. Somehow, okay, I've got to turn off all my notifications. One day, he goes. During his sleep, when he wakes up, Uraraka notice he got up, but doesn't say anything, because Uraraka has a feeling that he's the UA traitor, but doesn't want to say anything, because she doesn't want to be proven wrong on accident. So what she does is she waits till he goes into the bathroom, searches around, doesn't find anything. So what he does is she decides to go back into bed, act like she never got up. Izuku went back into bed around 30 minutes later, because he was having a nightmare. He needed to cool down for a bit. After all that, he decided, just to do everything else. But somewhere else in the city, someone with a mask and grinning eyes starts killing people, robbing places in one night. And then he takes off his mask in front of a camera, and it shows to be Izuku. But then he puts back on the mask and starts killing all over again. Izuku, next day, goes to the jewelry store, picks out a lovely ring, and continues on his way. He goes to UA, and then gets slapped by Uraraka. She's in tears, saying, You're the traitor. You're the villain. Izuku's like, wait, what? Traitor? Villain? What? I'm not the... What do you mean? Uraraka's saying, don't play games with me. I know you're the UA traitor. We saw the video. Zuko's like, what video? So what he does is, he goes and he goes on with his day. He's wondering, what does that mean? But then he gets attacked by basically everyone. He gets attacked by Bakugo, Ira, Shiro, Momo, and Tsuyu. They knock him out. And he wakes up bound by chains. He's wondering, what's happening? Then he remembers his dreams. That nightmare is coming true. He went to court and was sentenced basically 10 years, no, not even 10, 30 years in prison. Not even close. A life sentence to prison for first degree murders, manslaughter, and robbery. After all that, he's sent to prison. Maximum security. He goes back to sleep and then those nightmares come back again. It shows the orders that the nightmare came in. The slap from Uraraka. Him bound by chains. And now some new ones are coming up. Him, the same one again. Him getting shot and falling off a cliff. Him being broke out of prison. After that, a hand catching him. After all of that, this first day he cries himself to sleep, wondering what he did. He said, I did nothing. But yet, this happened to me. 3 weeks Midoriya spent in that jail. No one came to visit him. Everyone in UA basically just forgot about him. Left him. He was left behind, betrayed, forgotten, abandoned. If we go back to UA, I'm not going to talk in the perspective, but Uraraka is now dating Bakugo. Basically, everything goes the same. Now the UA Sports Festival is happening, but that's no importance for now. We go back to Izuku. He's just there crying, wondering, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Until 2 attacks happened at the same time. I said the UA Sports Festival wasn't important for now. So, 5 new moves. No, not 5. 3 weak new moves were sent to the UA Sports Festival to keep the heroes busy. Shigaraki and a couple new of his gang members. Yes, I'm bringing them in early. That being a blonde-haired girl, a guy with burns, and Shigaraki. I keep forgetting his name. Portal guy. Fuck. That's correct. Basically, they break through and they take Izuku. All for one. No, wait. All for One, I think his name is. Don't believe me, guys. I haven't watched the anime in a while, and plus, I think that's it. I haven't been watching the anime in a while. Don't ask me. I think it was All for One. That's gone. No, One for All. All for One or One for All? All for One, One for All. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Forget me. Basically, he decided to kidnap Midoriya because he knew he had notebooks on every single hero and villain, every weakness, every pros and cons, everything. And if you know your opponent's weaknesses, you have the upper hand in that battle. One month goes by. All Might and everyone in Class 1A see the video footage, and they see Izuku being taken away by the League of Villains. But no matter what, they don't give a crap anymore. All they know is that this boy that they don't even remember his name is gone. Is dead to him. Sure, once in a while they think of him, saying, well, sometimes they think, that means why would he run? Because during when he was being kidnapped, he ran. He tried running away. But at the end of the day, couldn't. So what happened is now, to make sure Izuku lives, All for One. No, One for All. Yeah. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting their names. I don't know why. I really do not know why I keep forgetting their names, even though it's basically a job of mine. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. Yay, I'm an idiot. Yay. But still. Give me 5 seconds, guys. Don't blame me, guys. I'm just an idiot here doing a crappy ass job. But still, at the end of the day, he gave him a quirk, a regeneration quirk, a strong one, to make sure he did not die on them until they find out the information for these notebooks. But what I forgot to tell you guys is that Izuku, realizing if these notebooks got into the wrong hands, if any of the League of Villains got their hands on this, it will be all chaos. They'll know all the pros and cons to every single quirk, to the low-ranking heroes to the high-ranking heroes. And they knew that. They lost the war. After all that, Izuku, one day, I'm sorry, guys. Either way, after all that, even after all the times, all for one, everyone tortures him, he will not give up the location, thinking maybe he could become a hero one day. But still, that dream will become nothing. But even so, one day Zuko's able to run away from the League of Villains when they're all sleeping. Zuko runs and runs and runs. He finds a glass. He finds a shard of glass. And on the nearest wall, he writes Deku SOS. And then he continues running. Sugar Rocky wakes up, has a feeling when something went wrong. Then he sees that he's gone. So what he does is he sends some henchmen with pretty weak quirks, but one has finger guns, other one with a fire quirk, and the other one with an ice quirk. All three of them run towards Zuko. Zuko with the remainder of all for one, one for all, in his body. He fends off the one with the fire quirk and ice quirk, but then he realizes he's on the edge of a cliff, and the guy with the finger guns is pointing it at him. Zuko realizes that one for all has left his body, the remainders of it is gone. So Zuko accepts his fate, and gets shot off the cliff. When he's falling, he says, "This is how I'm gonna die. I couldn't even prove my innocence." Then he screams out to the henchmen. He says, "Henchmen! Tell everyone I'll come back. I'll come back for revenge." But then the henchman says, "Yeah, sure, kid. I'll relay the message so we can all have a good laugh. You try your best, but died at the end." Pathetic excuse of a hero. Zuko's time has slowed down. May as well be paused by now. Him saying, "This is how I'm gonna die." I couldn't even get revenge. He couldn't even do anything. I was weak. I was useless. I was quirkless. I guess Bakugo was right. Hopefully, in my next life, I'll have a quirk. Then maybe this time I could be a hero. Then suddenly, before he hits the ground, a hand catches him midair. Him saying, "Whoa, kid. I know you're innocent, but don't die on me yet. You are gonna be my new protege. You are gonna be my new student." Zuko says, "Who are you? What are you?" The man says his name and says, "I am a universal god." And that's where I'm going to leave it here. This is what if Deku was ultimately betrayed. Or you could say abandoned. Or forgotten. Or really whatever you want to call it. I'm going to just call it what if Deku was betrayed. I'm going to have to look out over this audio because these headphones are not that good anymore. These wires have seen better days. Either way, guys, I hope you loved it. Thank you all for 300 and probably more subscribers when I upload this. It really means a lot to me, guys. I didn't expect to get this far. And as I always say, have a lovely day, have a lovely night, have a lovely whatever you're doing. Don't get corona and you know what to do. The usual. and see you all later.